Millions of Americans could suddenly lose their power this winter as the nation's power grid deals with an increased strain. This is thanks to surging numbers of data centers opening.
Hundreds of people were stuck in elevators. Others were stranded on the subway.
As big tech and the energy-intensive data centers needed to power it grow in the U.S., so are America's electricity bills.
The power blackout in Texas has many asking how it could have happened to such an energy-rich state.
What is going on right now is completely unacceptable.
How can we boil water? We don't even have power.
We have been without power for 60 hours now and without water for about 24.
My family and I, we've been in the dark since Sunday.
Ohio suffered rolling brownouts a few weeks ago, and now it is getting very dicey once again in Texas.
Allowing the plants to build their own electric. I'm allowing them to become an electric utility so they can produce their own electricity, because we need double to be successful with AI, which is the biggest thing now. We need double the electricity that we have, which is hard to believe. We need even more than that.
In January 2026, grid experts warned that AI data centers are not just a future load. They are already straining power systems ahead of expectations. Utility planners now say that electricity demand from AI data centers is becoming a central constraint in power planning, reshaping where and how grids are built. This is not theory. This is happening now. Here's the reality. AI data centers are becoming some of the most electricity-hungry infrastructure on Earth. The International Energy Agency data shows that data center electricity use could double by 2030, reaching nearly 1,000 terawatt-hours, roughly the annual energy consumption of a major industrial nation. Goldman Sachs forecasts data center power demand globally could grow 50% by 2027 and up to 165% by 2030, driven largely by AI workloads. At current growth rates, AI is no longer a marginal load. It's a core driver of grid planning. Utilities and analysts are sounding the alarm. In recent 2026 reporting,
no good comes of having an AI data center near you.
Because the massive energy needs of AI data centers are triggering controversy and grid stress. And the mismatch between energy supply and demand is growing fast, with policymakers now acknowledging this as a huge problem in public commentary. Here's the first possible outcome. AI infrastructure gets priority power allocation. Governments and utilities may classify AI centers as critical infrastructure, meaning grid dispatchers direct limited power first to compute hubs. Homes and businesses absorb variability. Electricity costs rise silently. This is not conspiracy. It's how critical load prioritization works. Already in some regions, policymakers are tackling data center grid strain with new rules. For example, Texas passed legislation that gives grid operators the authority to disconnect large consumers like data centers if needed. That sets a precedent. During stress events, regions could choose who stays online. And it might not be everyday residents. We're already seeing this. AI growth is pushing electricity prices higher in areas with heavy data center presence. According to recent market reports, this correlation is undeniable. Governor Kathy Hochul of New York has proposed that AI and data centers should pay for their own energy demand to protect average consumers. That is a grid policy shift, making data centers shoulder the burden of their consumption. Power is becoming a strategic advantage. Elon Musk recently said China might surpass the rest of the world in AI compute because of its stronger electricity generation capacity, giving companies like Alibaba and ByteDance a potential edge. This is a reminder.
AI success is not just about chips, it's about electrons.
If power becomes the choke point, data centers remain online. Households face higher bills. blackouts become planned, not accidental. Grid investment priorities shift. In Virginia and Maryland, major AI hub regions, electricity demand is already outstripping supply in some seasons. And with 2,000 plus gigawatts of clean energy projects waiting in connection queues, grid build-out timelines are too slow. This is the energy bottleneck in action. The good news, solutions exist, but they take time. 1. On-site generation. Solar plus storage near data centers reduces peak grid stress. 2. Nuclear partnerships. Meta secured 6.6 gigawatts of nuclear power to support long-term AI energy needs, enough to power approximately 5 million homes. 3. Policy shifts. Requiring data centers to pay for grid upgrades helps balance costs for consumers. These steps show that the AI energy crisis isn't unsolvable. It just needs strategy.
AI isn't going to crash because of bad code. It's going to hit a power ceiling. And unlike software delays, you feel power constraints in your home first.
Because there is no separate system for AI. Every prompt, every model, every data center draws from the same grid that powers your street. When demand grows faster than infrastructure, the grid doesn't fail loudly. It gets managed. Power is routed. Prices rise. Outages become scheduled instead of accidental. This is how physical systems enforce limits. The energy wall isn't a future event. It's a present constraint, showing up quietly in utility bills, reliability warnings, and policy changes most people never connect to AI. And once a system hits that wall, the question stops being what technology can do and becomes who gets priority when there isn't enough to go around. If you think this reality matters, comment "grid" below. And tell us if your power bill is rising where you live.